Hi, so today I'm going to talk to you about a subject that is really near and dear to my heart, and that is drawing. Um, it's kind of a wide subject, but here in university, I have taken at least 3 classes that involve some degree of drawing. The first one was figure drawing or figura humana, and it was a class where we drew a model that came every week, and we had to sketch her really fast at first, and then we got to focus on the details. And then I took editorial illustration, and that is the drawings that accompany some written piece. So you have to take into account what the story is about and what they are asking you to do. So it was more directed to working as an illustrator. And then the third class that I took was experimental illustration, if I'm not mistaken. And that class was about using 2 or 3 different mediums in one piece. So you got to experience what was like working with them. I used watercolors, colored pencils, and gouache. There were people that were using acrylics and watercolors. Some people were using pen and ink and watercolors, and some people were doing something more akin to a collage. So there I got to like let loose and experiment a lot of different ways of drawing. And for me, it's a really important subject because it's something that I have been doing since I was small, since I was 6 years old. And um, some people, when you get out of school and you have to pick what are you gonna study and if you're gonna study, usually tell you that you shouldn't pursue arts because you're gonna starve. And I believed them at first. I got into architecture for 2 years, and then I changed my major to graphic design. But even though I was, excuse me, closer to my objective, I wasn't really illustrating or drawing. And my objective is at some point to make a living out of my art. So in that regard, I think that I am making the most with what I'm given, and it's important to me to keep it that way, because if I let go, if I stop drawing, and it has happened before, I think that some of me really doesn't get like a way to, I don't know, a way to exit. There are some things that I keep inside that drawing helps me to put into a page and maybe think about it. The other thing that I like a lot about drawing is I get to experiment a lot with subjects and like some aesthetics that I like, and I think that it really gets your mind like working. So I think as a creative experience is really important, even if you're a graphic designer. Um, the other thing is that the teachers I had in those classes were really good, especially the last one, the illustration one. His last name is Mafioletti, and he's really known because he has worked for decades doing illustration work for an editorial that, if I'm not mistaken, is Editorial Andrés Bello. And I think that getting the knowledge straight from the source, I mean the teacher that is already working in illustration, is really important, because it's not only something like academic, but it's something that is rooted in the real practice of the job. So that's me. I think that at some point I'm gonna make a living out of my drawings, but I have to hone my skill even more, so I get to be confident and sell my stuff. That's it. Goodbye.